Call the meeting to order. October 5th, 2018, 6 o'clock p.m. This is the hearing on the 2019 Griggs County budget and tax levies.
I guess just for, do you stand and say the pledge?
Yep.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yeah, was approving the 2018 budget.
I know. I did that on the other one too. Sorry about that.
All depends on when you start it and when it finishes. So, just for conversation's sake, and in case we have to explain ourselves, if you go to Schedule A, page 2.
We better go to roll call first.
Oh,
John? Dale?
Here.
Mark?
Here.
John? Here. Troy's here. Are there any additions or corrections to the agenda?
Move to approve the agenda as presented.
Been moved by Sean to approve the agenda as presented. Is there a second to the motion?
Second.
Seconded by Dale. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, 2018 budget. Sean? 19, I mean.
Yeah. Just for clarification, if you look when you look through the budget here, if you go to Schedule A, page 2. And you look down at the left column and the column right to the right of that are the same number, $1,567,089.10.
Right.
We levied the same amount in 19 as we levied in 18. Now the at places in the budget, the different departments might have a different amount of levy, but overall we haven't raised any taxes in the last 6 years. Which I think is what we're probably supposed to be doing, because there was some slop in the budget. Now, at some point in the future, we're not going to be able to maintain this, because inflation and
Not forever.
is eventually going to cause us to have to either find more savings or raise taxes. But I still think there's room yet, I believe.
Some more conversation. When I did the estimated tax statements, the taxable value was $20,413,801. Because of the omitted property being added now, the taxable value of Griggs County is $20,595,537.
So a mill is going to be worth $20,500.
Right, correct. Yep.
That's what we estimated anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's not going to change any of the numbers or anything like that, but taxes will go a little bit down from their estimated tax statement that they received as well.
Well, taxes as far as what this body levied.
Absolutely.
Taxes overall for the county are going to be raised because of the increased land values brought up on by the state and the different entities that have the ability to levy taxes, namely the school and the city and
Absolutely.
some of the rest of them.
Yep.
As far as I'm concerned, we've done our due diligence. But in the overall scheme of things, because the county sends out the tax estimates,
We get credit for it.
we get credit for it.
Or blame, whichever way it goes.
Yep.
Have you had any input or from anybody, David?
I had people reach out to kind of explain. I think both Connie and I, maybe Sam too, had people wondering what the tax estimate was about. and wanted me to walk them through kind of what essentially I've had the system in place. Yeah, for the most, I don't think, I haven't had any negative responses to people, and
Okay.
I'm happy with how things have gone. And there's one Homestead Credit that her percentage, her income had gone up, so her percentage of eligibility had gone down. So she said, "Oh, like most of my neighbors, their taxes are going down, but hers were going up just because." But and it wasn't. You wouldn't know that from the tax statement, so I kind of looked up her parcel and talked her through why that change took place. But so yeah, a handful of questions about that. To me, it seems kind of a lot of paperwork where I don't know how much of a
Value?
benefit it provides to people to receive this, but to access it. But there's an argument.
Well, I
That's
mean,
above our pay grade, you know that, don't you?
I mean, it's a good thing to have people informed about but it's an effective use of.
You're right when nothing's changing. But if things were changing really fast, then people would probably need to have a little bit of knowledge of what's going on.
and they are changing pretty fast in counties adjacent to us. I mean, there's been dramatic tax increases, land value tax increases all around us, you know.
If the commission was running the wheels off the bus, people would want to know about it before it was too late to have any input. So.
Correct. And the other thing is, over the years, there's been a sense of, from the citizens of, well, I'd like to complain, but I'm never heard. Nothing I can do about it. I mean, I personally wish that everybody would come in and protest their taxes, because I think in general, I think everybody has a beef in this. I think that there's still room to reduce all valuations. So the more we can involve the citizens in the process, I think the better off Griggs County would be.
They have land in the adjoining county, and I think their valuation went up 5.8 or 5.6%. Well, they raised their budget that much.
Right.
And, I don't think they needed to do that.
No. I mean, everybody tries to head it off. The state tries to head it off. They don't want to let you know, the counties know what the mill value is until you put it on paper. But that's just a ploy. The more the budgets go up, the less burden it puts on the state to cover things that they've already said they're going to cover. I mean, if we look at NDSU and we look at the social services and then we look at
District
your
courts.
conversion and we look at all those things, it's in the state's best interest to keep raising valuations so that burden gets put onto the county.
Schools.
It's
All of it.
all of it. And I really wish that the citizens could become more aware of it and would know that in this body anyway they have a voice, because that's the only way it's going to happen. That's the only way things are going to get straightened out, is if there's somebody, some county somewhere says enough is enough and mounts a revolt. Doesn't seem like that's happening.
No. Because it needs to happen in Bismarck.
It does. But I mean, there's no reason in the world why land valuations keep rising. I mean, land valuations shouldn't be rising. They're going down. I mean, according to what land sells for, they're going down. And you can't have valuations rising and sale prices going down. That doesn't make any sense. So, do what we do.
I think only once I remember valuations ever going down. I think that was in the 90s,
valuations went down once.
Yeah, it's not, the system's not correct.
Also, what they used to do to the schools back in the 90s is, I think your last day to non-renew teachers would come out like on February, on Thursday, and then Friday is when they would tell you how much money you were going to get from the state.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to do it, but Midkota did it a few years. They non-renewed them all. And then they would,
Hired back with that money for it.
yeah, after they found out. But they used to apply a lot of unfunded mandates too onto the counties. Just to do with schools.
That's still standard practice.
Mhm.
Real standard practice, I mean, the legislature cuts NDSU's budget,
Sure.
which is NDSU's boss, and what does the bureaucracy do?
Yeah.
They say, no, we're not cutting their budget, we're gonna go try to start, first of all, try to elicit funds from the counties, and secondly, try to make NDSU into a business that can charge for the services that were provided,
Yeah.
taxpayer provided. I mean, our system's gone completely goofy. And no one says anything about it. We have our legislator sitting here and the NDSU sitting here, which he's their boss, and appears subservient.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What are you running, John?
I'm not. No. I'm running right now. I might not be here.
Yeah.
I mean, there's. That's the problem with our system is everybody's become so meek and mild that any
Yeah.
dissenting voice is done away with.
Or a different idea.
But that's democracy, so evidently that's the way it's supposed to be.
You know, I think of, I always remember sitting at the Farmers Oil meeting and Dean Hoverson was just giving them the Riot Act. And he was right. Farmers Oil would have still been here if he would have went with what he did.
Is that right? I wasn't involved in that at the governance level or the management level at all. I didn't have a clue. Other than it didn't look like it was going to be a very good model.
See, when they start departmentalizing, every little facet has to have a manager. Doesn't usually go so well.
Got somebody hiding in there or what?
What?
There was somebody, but they.
Told you to wait in the car.
Blocking your exits.
Yeah, you get us warmed up, David. Stand up and
Blocking your
get up and stand and yell.
Yeah.
Wow.
Need a motion to adjourn this meeting
No, you can't yet.
in 15 minutes?
Can't yet. Maybe in 15 minutes, but not.
Oh
in-
man,
not
I'm
in-
on my way to Sutton in 15, I'm just saying.
Well, you can stay online.
Sutton, is it steak night or what?
Yeah, it's date night, Friday night.
Do you go there every Friday?
No.
No.
Did Lori text you, David? I thought she was going to. I think we're gonna be gone from the 8th to the 18th this year, or something like that, in February.
Going somewhere fun?
Darn tootin'. Cozumel.
Heck yeah. You like the scuba diving, right? Are you certified? Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be.
Oh, okay.
I mean, not very certified, but there's a lot of levels of certification.
Can you weld underwater?
No. I probably only got 40 or 50 dives.
A lot of different levels of certification.
Huh?
A lot of different levels of certification.
Oh, yeah. I've only gone through 2 certifications.
I'll do
4, 5, 6 more.
one.
Are you?
I can rig rum punches at the swimming pool bar.
Long as
I thought you. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, you don't like scuba.
As long as I don't go in over my waist. They gave me a badge.
Be good timing because I'll be coming back a few days before the 8th. I'll be coming back from Sri Lanka. My
Oh, really?
sisters having it. Well, he had a ceremony for her a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
And then for his side of the family, they're gonna have a ceremony and celebration of sorts
Over there.
over there in Sri Lanka. So I'll be get out of the North Dakota winter for a while. Get some,
Sure.
might do some surfing.
What's it like over there?
In Sri Lanka, it's very, very tropical, so I'll be able to.
Okay.
Nice beaches. I don't know if you can do snorkeling there, but
Indonesia, isn't it? Sri Lanka? Between India and...
no, yeah,
India,
between there, it's off the coast of India. We'll be able to do some surf, or at least saying you can take some surfing lessons if you want, and then
Okay.
further on in the island too, there's some, I think some mountains or something right for us to explore. So, do that.
So how many hours in the bird do you get to
Let's see, we're gonna fly out of Chicago. You can go, we'll go Fargo to Chicago and then Chicago to, there's actually a nonstop to Dubai. So and I think that's a 13-hour flight. And then Dubai to, we'll have a few days in Dubai to visit with him for a while, and then Sri Lanka's like a 4-hour flight from Dubai.
Doesn't it seem like it's hardly possible to get back from there?
Just go the other way.
Yeah, I don't know.
Keep going the rest of the way around.
Get there from here.
That's a lot of airplane time. One less horse and one less dog this year.
Good news is there's 50 more cows.
Geez, I'm down on cows too. Probably 20.
Dog ate the horse and you shot the dog?
No, Cubby expired this
I know.
Oh,
17th of July, and my old saddle horse died on the 17th of August.
oh,
He didn't. He just laid down and went to sleep
Yeah,
on his own.
my horse did
That
that.
was about perfect.
How many horses do you have?
3 now.
I have one. I gotta put gas in it though when I use it.
Call my ranger.
I got a Ranger too, but it ain't a horse.
Yeah.
I did put the cows in with it last night because I got out, but I got back in the yard about 8 seconds before it started snowing.
Last night.
Yeah. I was going over to move him from Everett's west pasture or east pasture to his west pasture. I come over the hill on the range right here, there's cows out in the hayfield.
Oh,
Well,
you got millet on the
on the
north
north
side.
side, yeah. They liked it too.
Not bad.
So I roared over to the gate, to that lane over there. I was
Mhm.
gonna put them lane gates up, you know. Well, they'd broken the gate coming out of the pasture into the mill.
Oh,
So I was lucky there was only a half a dozen of them out, because if the rest of the crew would have been standing there, they'd all been out there.
that might have been tougher getting them in.
So that didn't go too bad. But when you're driving out in the crop with the Ranger though, you do kind of drive it down. That millet's not that tall.
I saw that.
Well,
What are you gonna do with it?
well, I was trying to hay it.
Yeah, well, yeah, it ain't gonna happen anymore.
Well, it is too. It's got to.
I think the grazing idea is gonna work better.
You should try swath grazing.
No, that'd be fine. That 100 acres north of the highway is fenced,
Mhm.
but there's there'll be no water up there when it gets cold.
Well, then what you should do, you should bale 3 bales to cut it, bale 3 bales a day, feed it right there. Don't even have to tie it or
It's
wrap
gonna
it.
get nice out again, you guys. It's the 5th of October.
I hope you're right, because I got
It's
some
not-
alfalfa that's cut too.
I see.
It's not the 5th of December.
See, Zimfrick has his all.
Yeah, his is still laying there too.
I got Randy's cutter sitting in my barn. I've just been too scared to go cut it because the weather's been so unsettled for the last 10 days. I drove it home. Well, last weekend on our way home from the Bison game, I drove it home from home. At least he bought a different one now. He's got an Eston. That thing goes like 23 miles an hour on the road. Those John Deere's go like 14.
Well,
It was hateful driving that over from home.
I thought he had a trailer for the John Deere.
He did, but it was too heavy for him. He had trouble with tires and rims. It was an old combine transport, you know, but I think them hay,
Swather was too heavy for that.
them things are heavy, Sean. There's a lot of iron in those hay buttons.
Yeah, that head is heavy piece.
But this Heston seems fine.
Make good stuff.
I think you can probably go eat steak no more.
I make the motion to adjourn.
We need a motion to accept the budget.
I make that motion to accept the budget.
It's been moved by Mark to accept the budget for 2019. Is there a second to the motion?
Wait, second.
Seconded by Dale. Is there any discussion? Is there any discussion? Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. John?
Aye.
Dale?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Sean? Aye. Chair votes aye. Motion carried.
Now I make motion to adjourn.
Been moved by Mark to adjourn. Is there a second? Seconded by Sean. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Meeting adjourned at 6:27.
2 premature motions and you finally got it done.